Welcome in, everyone. And as Keeglis says in chat, good luck underscores. I guarantee someone with an underscore in their name is going to win this week 2 race tonight. We have just Slamu, we have just Zatrex, and we have just Chris. So we'll be Slamu, Zatrex, and Chris when you hear us say. And with me in the comms, by the way, Oog is one of the 2 hosts today. The other host is the wonderful, awesome Bryself. Bryself, welcome in. And what are the 2 biggest things we need to be looking for in today's flags?
2 biggest things they need to be looking for is the left fist and the right fist from any of the enemies, because they're gonna. Oh, you mean flags? You're talking about the flags.
Yeah.
I ruined it. I ruined it already. The big ones to know are the big one to know are we got some big swamp and we've got no hurt more. And as you can see, we might have some problems with these stats at the start.
I mean, they got a lot of hit points, which is good for a swamp. But I mean, if there's not at least one herb in the throne room, we don't know how many deaths we're going to see until we actually get a hit. But the good thing is there are no keys here. There are no keys in this one. So you're going to get lots of money off the start. And if you want to get a gold grind off the start, as long as the treasury has some gold, you have that chance. However, you also don't have much attack power. 7's not horrible. We have 5 for Chris, but Slamu and Zatrex both have 7. But it's still going to be, oh, we're starting.
We're starting, and of course they'll have their spiel and get their chests, and well, we also have that little treasury to check out there. I guess the armory, technically.
Absolutely.
Hopefully it's an armory. We'll see what we get.
We got Dragon Scale right away, so they'll jump us up too.
A quick little cutout instead of checking the 3rd chest, I guess. Just going to see what's outside here on Slamu's side.
Oh, so Slamu decided to skip another chest of gold. So we got a curse belt. And some more gold. So we have a gold grind if we need it. We do have a gold grind.
Oh, more gold!
Even more gold than all of the gold.
There is swamp showing here. How much? Okay, we got some. We got some.
Oh, there's relief, though. This is what I want to see in Big Swamp as a player. I want to see a place where I'm not going to waste all of my hit points getting to a patch where there is no 2 points per step.
Zatrex is grinding gold here, and we also have Chris checking out the basement, while Slamu is trying to grind and is now stepping in the swamp.
If I am Zatrex, I go save after I find the gold. And we have a vanilla stone cave with more gold in it.
6 chests of gold. Man, the king has been hoarding.
Zatrex is going to press reset if he dies quickly and dies early.
Well, right now, this Drakey's not, taking much damage at all. Not looking great thus far on Slamu's side.
Oh, it's not looking great on anybody's side.
And then a hurt spell just for some insult.
The Slamu with that 5 and Chris with that 7. Chris, as long as the hurt doesn't land for 9, he could probably take care of this Drakey.
Well, we got a basement check coming here, and more gold will be the answer.
There goes for 10.
Yikes.
More coin for Zatrex.
And, look at this. They're mountain blocked in here to the west and the north. There's a little bit of swamp to go through.
You know what? Not quite mountain block.
And what is the slime going to give up here? 19 experience
19
points.
57, so that's at least a level. 22 power, 5 hit points, 8 magic, and a hurt.
2 levels there. And I'm really digging this tile set here for the Winter League over on Zatrex.
Oh, the Winter League IPS is a beautiful thing. I haven't got my hands on it yet because I don't know who made it, and I don't know if they know how to get it to me. But I do want a copy of that.
But yeah, this beautiful. And Zatrex is off to the races, getting a sleep spell to go with it.
Oh, there, Chris makes a reset.
Yeah. Reset there. Poltergeist still standing. One more hit. Gets it done. Let's see what Zatrex gets. Only 5 experience. Womp, womp.
And the Drakey sends Zatrex home. That'll be 5,500 still in the bank with 3 chests to get in the armory, treasury, in that place where we can steal all of your chests.
So these guys need to find that slime, clearly. That slime was
Oh,
a nice...
Nobody went south. And look, we have a cave and a town to the south.
And Moneybags is just kind of cruising around there, wasting that money. Hole in the pocket.
Slamu's up to level 3.
Cave check coming in here. We've got the trade in.
Okay, so we know where the jerk is. That's good to know.
And we've got the hands of Garen.
Well, you know what? They are tasty. They're world renowned, especially if they get some. Oh, we have some nice prices here. I would say
short. Chris comes up short by 1 step.
Oh no!
Magicians doing what they do, running away. And that's why they run
magician.
away. But 74 experience.
74 though, so we got a level 7 for Zatrex. 7 speed, 3 hit points, 9 magic, and repel. I wouldn't be casting that repel anytime soon.
I would wager no. And the Poltergeist is not worth it. Well recognized by Zatrex. Here comes a Magic Drakey. And it's going to be a 1-hit kill here. 65 experience points. Another solid enemy here.
Here, we're about to go. Slamu's going to go sleep, but then go back of Garen's ham. He's going to try and find the smoke room where all the ham is.
And Chris makes it with only a single hit point to spare. What was in the shop? I did not notice as we were in the maelstrom there.
A small shield, magic armor, broadsword's a nice thing to pick up.
Looks like more gold. I missed the first chest. That one's empty, so probably an herb or a key. Actually, I don't think the key one would do.
It would be an herb.
Yeah.
It would be an herb if they're full.
Big stick.
And what does the smoke room have? The smoke room? Oh, the princess is down here. The werewolf is not letting us go.
Oh, nope. Singing sweet nothings sends Slamu back to the castle.
See, now Zatrex hasn't found the town yet, but I think Zatrex has the right idea of getting your level up to a place where if you have to go through the swamp, at least having, herbs.
And just in case you missed it earlier, Oog, there's the big stick.
The big stick is in Garenham. Oh, Healmore is already found. And just remember, everybody, there will be no Hurtmore. The armor will be outside of Sharlock.
I mean, right now, yeah, that lack of a sword for attack doesn't mean a whole lot. And if Zatrex goes this way, we'll see the things in the distance here.
The grind seemed like the smart play off the hop instead of the short exploration that everybody else did, or a failed grind.
And getting that information and now seeing the town no doubt headed there next. Going to use the heal more, fire and forget on that, and just get going.
Yep. So Erdrick's sword will be found on Zatrex's. Zatrex is playing this really well.
That gold grind is going to pay off there. We'll be able to buy up some equipment at the shop. We'll see what the choices are momentarily. Meanwhile, we finally level 1 to 5 for Chris.
Wow, Chris. Okay, that's a good jump. That's a jump you want to have. That's a jump you love to see when it's randomized like that. The stats, because now we're on 6 with 1. But like even for grinding and exploration, right now it's Zatrex.
There's no real big costly weapon that could be a magnet that could be a waste for gold, so it should be solid here on getting the stuff.
Well, he bought the broadsword only to find Erdrick's sword very soon. But
there's more stuff here to the west.
Town. What is Chris? We have Town of Coal, baby.
Well, let's see what they're going to do with it here. First things first, we have a large shield at a decent price.
Shield. That's a nice price.
And a half plate, which is fine if you don't have the magic armor. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, and what's our search? There's nothing.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
I know nothing. I see nothing. I am nothing.
Well, let's see what the cave has in store next.
Ooh, we got an axe knight.
And we have got the tablet cave, it appears.
With only heal more, you need to swing. You don't get to hurt more against these guys. So I'm going to concentrate on Zatrex.
And in tablet, we have got a lowly torch.
Erdrick had the flame for somebody. He just died before he could express it.
Not the best looking experience points there. Only 72. Man.
The agility is really, really low. Even at level 9, we're still at only 30.
And
not running away from
man, there's a lot of mountains on this map. My goodness.
Would you call it a Rocky Mountain Way?
Well, it's better to be a Rocky Mountain Way than a Rocky Mountain High, I suppose.
Well, I mean, the Rocky Mountain Way is better than the way we had, too.
That's the way she goes.
Mm-hmm. And looks like we're going to take on the Axe Knight again.
Take it on the Axe Knight, try to get out of there. I'm going to have to use up like 4 heal mores left in the chamber.
Yep. And it looks like you can take 2 hits before you need to use one. So you only get 1 swing in between. It's like the Dragon Lord.
We have 2 more towns here.
The swamp town of Rimuldar.
Well, we're
too bad we don't have to get keys.
Don't have to get keys, but there is a chest here, as you can see, in the inn. Let's see what's going to be in that chest. Someone's stash. Wonderful.
I mean, sometimes you need the herb.
Wolf Lord is worth a lowly 5. Oh, I see. Jeff's already calling it out there.
Sleep and hurt more artificial wombo combo from the Wolf Lord. Or sorry, from.
And try to get out of the cave here. Makes it. Let's see if the princess can make it home. Silver Shield is a little under 9,000.
That's not a bad price at all.
Summer Sale doing its business.
Absolutely.
Ironic given that this is Winter League.
Well, I mean, maybe the sale has been put on by someone named Summer. Ooh, I see the big C.
We have another town, and to the south of that is a cave we saw. So let's see here. We've got Bracket.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm following the princess right now. Ooh, we got a dead end with some more Rocky Mountain Way. The herbs are being used on Zatrex, which I think is a smart move.
The cave check is the Staff of Rain cave.
Oh, the Staff of Rain. Ooh, there's lots of Sherlock enemies getting in the way, especially when there's no magic points to save you.
Heading on now to the east, a stone man draws near in the swamp. But it has hurt.
I'd rather have a spoon man.
Well, he'll beat the rhythm with your bones.
That's right. That's what we need skeletons for.
And Slamu getting into the weapon armor. A 1 experienced warlock. I missed that one. Thank you, chat.
No.
That's horrifying.
Wizard. The wizard just...
And Gwilym was so sad she just wandered back into the cave voluntarily. Oh, well.
I don't think she wandered back in the cave. I think it was one of more of those like things where you get zapped back into the cave like you're being pulled through time and space. I think it's a lot more horrific than just being wandering back.
And there's Caitlin there, so we have seen everything, I think, for towns now.
Get radishes. Get radishes. Go see your radish vendor.
Looks like... No.
Yes!
Did it.
Trash percent complete.
Druid Lord dropping 59 experience. Have we think we've seen a triple digit enemy yet?
I don't think we have. We don't. Great grind.
So now we're going to get a possible coordinates check. Just got to be careful not to hurt yourself too much that you die from walking.
I love dying from walking when I'm dumb.
We've got 25 north and 15 east. Should be pretty countable.
I'm sorry, princess, but you're just going to get stuck in your cave.
Here comes another level over on Zatrex's side. Some decent stats.
I saw 11
there.
speed and 16 magic. So far, we're saying that wolf is the enemy. Can we bring up the stats for the wolf trackers, if that's possible?
Wraith Knights have triple-digit gold. Well, here comes the wolf.
Oh, yes, he is.
Ho, 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 tasty.
Ooh. I would just stick for the wolf until I have everything that I need.
Well, we just saw a wolf on Slamu's side, but Slamu was in such bad shape, just ran away. So missed out on that, but it gets the heart.
I just saw a wolf on Zatrex's side, just outside of Rimmildar.
Here's another wolf, and this should be good information for Slamu.
Slamu's gonna love this. I wouldn't be surprised if after the level increase, he just starts walking around looking for more, because I would do the same.
He might just be going to trade that harp in momentarily.
That would also work. Now, my
another wolf kill. There's another level here. Zatrex.
Oh. Power 1. Whoa, 31 hit points. That's the stuff.
Slamu has finished counting. Already has the harp.
Slamu is the only one with a harp and the only one with any homework done.
Another nice wolf kill there, and just loving life. Red Dragon using hurt more, so maybe could be a damage limiter later.
Well, it depends on how much they give too, right? Because everybody's XP has been randomized.
Skeletons
it might not be.
I was just going to say, Skeletons give a decent 62. It's a nice second enemy to go with that.
You know what? I love those enemies that are like under 50 that give you between 50 and 100. You can always just run up on them.
101 drolls are fun. That's 101 experience points for the droll.
Good time. 101 for the droll?
Yep.
Let the good times droll.
There's a blue dragon takedown on Just Chris. Just Chris definitely falling a bit back here on pace thus far in this race.
Yeah, but we see Zatrex just leaning in at level 13 now after that kill. Power by 2, speed 3, hit points 1. I'm sorry, I thought there was a level there, but I saw numbers that weren't impressive and didn't look like a level.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone heard the jingle or not, but either way, not a great level.
The cars aren't classic rock, they are new wave. So Dr. Moo Cows, yes, I do like classic rock, but we would need to get more in depth because I'm very, very detailed about my music.
In the meantime, we've got Slamu just out on the Explorer, and here comes a Warlock kill, the vaunted 1 experience point.
You know what, though? If you need money, the dude may be dumb with 1 experience, but he's rich.
Someone who's rich but has no real life experience. Go on.
All car songs may sound the same, but they all sound so much better than so many else's songs.
I mean, it looks like we're going to have another Warlock kill coming up here on the bottom, so another vaunted 1 experience point. Let's go.
You know what, though? You got to give Just Chris giving the Mike Jones a try.
And the werewolf's using stop spell. That's kind of fun. Has sleep and stop spell.
Yeah. Oh.
Or
sleep and stop.
No. I'm sorry. Other
sleep
way
and
around.
hurt more.
Other way around. Yeah, sorry. The stop spell was done the other way. I misread it when I was on screen.
Even Hurtmore, they have the fake Wombo combo.
And there's the wolf for Just Chris, who I don't know if this is the first one there or not, but gonna like that number regardless. And we've got the Mountain Cave attempt going here from Slamu.
Ooh, what do we got here?
Closing in on the first chest. Meanwhile, the grind continues for our other two competitors.
And also, a public service announcement for anybody who thinks that it's a bad thing that everybody's songs sound the same. Angus Young was once quoted as saying, people think that there are 13 AC/DC albums that all contain the same song. And they're wrong. There are 14 AC/DC albums that all contain the same song.
Meanwhile, Stones of Sunlight on the top floor of the Mountain Cave. So some of the story progression items going to be found there. Possibly more. Let's see what's on the site on the next floor. If this red dragon goes away.
I do see the stones.
And another red dragon with a sneak attack, no less. That's not very nice.
We need to get Hannibal Lecter.
And another red dragon.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Red Dragon Brooks.
Sounds about right, yeah. All right, three red dragon escapes. That alt-run algorithm, I guess, paying off. I actually don't know how it works, but that's just
absolutely paying off.
All right, so Slamu is going to go up and try to get the double chest set up here first. A couple poltergeist appearances, no big deal there. Next chest, we've got some wings, and then we've got fairy water.
So we found Paul McCartney, and then we found David Bowie. Yeah, I said it, and I agree with it.
I'm sorry, I was holding down push to talk. I guess you just couldn't hear me shaking my head back and forth.
You didn't cause enough wind disturbance to be picked up by the microphone.
And the last chest is gold, so the only item you need out of here is on the top floor with all of the red dragons, apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was this was something saying that Bowie was better than Paul or worse than Paul, but Paul was wings, and David Bowie was a lot of fairy water in the early 70s, and they both made wonderful music, and that's all I have to say about the subject.
And I'm pretty sure Bowie was afraid of Americans as well, or scared of Americans.
By the 90s, yes, mid-90s. But he did meet Trent Reznor, so I don't blame him.
100%. How's the seed looking so far? We have a question in chat. Actually, all the towns have been found. We've seen both trade caves. The big stick was found not far away in Garenham. And we found sunlight in Mountain Cave.
And we also found the one enemy so far that does us justice. And just hoping other enemies find the way.
And that wolf right there is the enemy of the day, giving 297 experience.
What's giving the 101? Because the 101's a lovely backup.
The droll.
Okay, so the Good Times droll is 101, and the wolf is 297. Hey, you know what? 400 points between two enemies with 3 swings. I'll take it.
And we've got a Hawksness check coming up here, as Stop Spell has landed on the Stone Man. Stone Man just yelling hurt and doing nothing.
But that spell has been blocked. And
now we've got Slamu coming in.
Almost worthwhile stopping to kill them. 141?
We got an Armor Knight.
Similar to the normal value beta, I'd like no doubt. But you know what? When you have when all you know is a 297 wolf and a 101 droll as your highest XP, you find
the armor.
The armor. The armor is Vanille's. Is everything Vanille's in this one?
My goodness, no. Stones were not in the castle.
No. So the armoire was Vanille's. I hope it has a nice scent to it because vanilla smells delicious.
I mean, the Armor Knight's not worth fighting except for that armor. Now you don't want to fight another one. They're only 26, I think it said. That's not good.
Yeah. No, but like a 141 Stone Man, even though it's less than vanilla Stone Man, let me put it to you this way. It's the third enemy we found with over 100 experience. You're going to want to fight it.
And meanwhile, while we've been watching the other two go along here, Just Chris is at level 15, just clobbering wolves, now up to 16.
Well, Zatrex is at 15 too, but now 16.
Yeah.
So all of the spells that we have, because we're not getting hurt more, are by 15. We have 140, so we are in Death Necklace range. 123 is a nice place to put the Death Necklace. The agility, I guess we want, yeah. Chris hasn't found Erdrick's armor yet.
We've got Zatrex now finding out the coordinates and realizing, I don't need the princess. And will we maybe finally get a little bit of a move out here from Chris, who is probably feeling pretty good at 16 with some of those stats lining up pretty nicely.
Yeah, but still no idea where Erdrick's armor is.
We do have that count going on here. Not too far from this location, actually, would be where the harp is lying for Zatrex. Finds it on the second search, and there's the harp.
Zatrex has the harp. Which always makes me want to think about the Alifgard National Band. What you need is a full plate armor, the Stones of Sunlight, the Silver Harp, and the Fairy Flute, where you throw the Stones of Sunlight into the armor and let them jingle like a maraca. And then you have the harp and the flute playing melody and rhythm. And then you have the Alifgard Band.
I gotta tell you, that sounds terrible. That sounds like a real didgeridoo.
We don't have a didgeridoo in the band, though. It sounds like English folk.
Oh, man. Meanwhile, Green Dragon kill for a whole 6 experience. That's not great. There's a cave here in the south on Zatrex's side. Have we seen this cave before?
But we might have, but it is the winter palette, so who knows? I agree with you, Beta. 63 agility at 15 is distressing.
And indeed, it is the grave. So this is where the token is. We've seen all the other chests in the overworld. Let's see if it's going to be at the top and take all the guessing out. Well, there's the fairy flute.
Well,
decision time.
Do you know who would never, ever enjoy this?
Who?
Hulk Hogan. There are too many torches that get passed in chests.
It probably wouldn't work for him, brother.
No, that creative doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, the dive is happening here for Zatrex. Of course, I don't think Zatrex has even been in Mountain Cave, or has. Did not get very far.
Well, this isn't Mountain. This is the first time I think anybody's found grave.
Yes,
anybody else found grave?
I'm just saying in the realm of
okay.
How things are standing.
Ooh, look! Metal Scorpions are another 100 enemy.
And metal slimes have DL2, by the way.
Metal Slimes went to barbecue school?
It is kind of funny to envision that, just this little gray blob just spitting fire. Not horrifying at all.
No. I have one that's made out of wood blocks standing right in front of me, and it has a lightsaber in front of it.
I am being summoned for dog treatment time, so I will be
okay.
back.
I got it. Since Zatrex is in the grave, that's where I'm going to focus for now. But while Bry's gone doing his thing, I'm going to do our thing. Everybody's running away. The good old 154 gold. There's the cursed belt. We have Just Chris turning in the silver harp to grab the staff of Ra. And the deep dive, what is it going to yield us? I think it's supposed to yield us the token, but don't quote me on that. We will find out once Zatrex gets to the bottom. We have a Metal Scorpion, so there's another 100. Getting so close to 16. And there is the token, the bottom grave. So we need a deep down grave for everything to work. So just that alone. He may not have found the stones yet, but knowing that the token is a deep dive of grave, which I know most runners don't want to do unless they absolutely have to, gives Zatrex just that little bit of advantage at the moment. Not a huge advantage, but just that little bit of advantage. Everybody's got Erdrick's armor now. Everybody's got the big swing. The small shield is the only thing that's keeping Zarex's defense lower than Slamu's and Chris's. Oh, Slamu has now found the grave. Slamu is much closer to the rainbow drop than Zatrex is, so let's see what happens here. Does he go all the way down? I'm gonna figure he does. Yep, on the way down. Not sure what Zatrex is looking for right now, or if he's just grinding. I would probably just go fill everything up anyway, just to be safe, but that I'm not running this race. The Stones of Sunlight have now been found by Chris, which is my grave. And we are digging deep into... Did I just see a Magi? For 310? Or are they just Druids? Or is it a Druid Lord? Straight Druid. Wow! There's a good times droll. You know what? I'll take the 100 whenever I can get a one swing on it. Chris is now done. Now we'll be looking for the token, so he needs to find grave, just like Slamu has. And Slamu is doing the deep dive, so Slamu will be ready to turn in once he gets back to the jerk. And it looks like that Silver Harp is turning into a Staff of Rain for Zatrex. And there's the token ready for the rainbow drop. Let's see what happens now. Oh, is he going to look for another level while he's down here? Sometimes if you know the enemies are good, this is the best place. Needs 200... okay, make that 153 for level 15. Ooh, that's nice, knowing they only have hurt. The 12 points away from 15. The droll will give it to them. Let's see what's going down on just Chris's. He's at 16. He's got 140, 107, 123. Still searching. He needs to find the grave. And the Stones of Sunlight needs to be found by Zarek. So right now, as far as the homework goes, finding the homework is a lot more difficult in this than grinding. So I think Slamu, even though he's a level behind, he's actually ahead because he now has the rainbow drop.
Having that drop is a huge thing in the back pocket there, Oog.
And you know what? The space between, because Mountain Cave has the stones, and you get the token in grave, bottom grave, like last chest. So that disparity of Slamu being a level behind, but already having the rainbow drop, and nobody else having all of their homework done yet, the grinding for Slamu, I think, is going to put him ahead.
I mean, it's always better to have it than not, so you can easily make up the experience while they're finding that stuff. But we do have the Stones of Sunlight here for Zatrex.
Yeah, but Zatrex, like, it depends on how much Slamu gets in the time Zatrex gets to get the rainbow drop. How much Slamu gets a chance to catch up. And it looks like we have Chris finally finding Garenham's grave, so as long as he deep dives, he will find his token as well. And then I think once everybody has the rainbow drop, we will actually see how this race is shaping up properly. When everybody's equal.
Zatrex continuing to dive here. I think Zatrex has all the necessary items, correct? Looking for Death Necklace, I guess. That's the only one that I think that's still in the wind.
That would be the only thing. And if it's a vanilla Death Necklace, I didn't notice. And let's see. No, it's gold.
No, it definitely is not in.
Death Necklace has to be in Sharlock, according to Artorias. Artorias. Sorry. Had to. No choice. You know what? We are at the 35-minute mark, and it's usually 10 minutes after I do this. Trackers or anybody in, can we throw out the links to all of the runners here? So if you see those links for Big Slamu, for Zatrex, for Just Chris, can you hit that link? Can you hit that follow button? Can you expand this community and make it even better? So when we have tournaments like this, we have even more players. And also, can we throw to the people behind the scenes? Because I know we have RG and Artorias tracking. We have Dr. Moo Cows on the restream, so they all deserve a follow, as does my co-host Brysolf. Trust me, you want to follow Brysolf.
That's kind of you to say. I don't know how true that is, but I appreciate it all the same. Don't play much DWR these days. But regardless of that, we now have a rainbow drop for Zatrex, and we have a rainbow drop for Chris. So everyone's got that. It's now
Slamu has not hit 16 yet, so now Slamu has lost whatever advantage he had.
Potentially, yes, but you got to keep in mind as well, there might still be the location stuff that, have they seen Sharlock yet? I'm not sure if either has, to be honest.
I think everybody has seen Sharlock at this point now.
More than likely.
Everybody has rubbed up on it. I understand where you're coming from. Sharlock will matter for sure.
So what you're saying is, what you're telling me is Sharlock's going to matter, so that means we have to hand out the Sherry Bobbins MVP award. Well, that's good to know.
Yes, absolutely.
And right now, Zatrex is, I believe, I'm not sure where is Zatrex. Oh, Zatrex is in the swamp. That's where it's at. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, these wolves make it a pretty easy get to 17, right? It can't be that much experience.
Yeah, you need 8,000 for 17. So yeah, so he needs 3 more wolves. Just Chris.
I don't like those.
A couple of drolls in the background won't hurt.
Nothing Nice wolf kill, and that's well within range now.
Yep.
Ah, the wolf runs.
Stupid wolf, you don't run, you die to the sword.
And we haven't seen the fighter's ring either. I guess that would also be hiding in Charlotte.
That could be hiding in that Charlotte treasury as well. And looking at all three of them, they all have right now a 5 to 11 on the Dragon Lord. But they all have death necklace capabilities if they could find the death necklace, which is also supposed to be in Charlotte. Which brings them up still
And
only
yes, for those
to
those asking earlier, or pondering earlier, Star Wyverns do indeed have the sleep DL2.
Oh, we have a pure wombo combo with the Star Wyverns. Oh yes, we do.
Gross. And a rainbow drop
Ew.
in place for Slamu.
So Slamu is going to go in first, even though he's the one who's behind in all of the XP. But
Here's the
let's
level.
see what happens.
Those stats are
Those are better stats.
they're better. I think it's time to go.
If I'm Chris, I'm heading. Another heal more and another, now that 128 is 7 to 14. And then if you put it to 138, it becomes 9 to 19.
Now, the Dragon Lord, the first form, can have like crazy stats, right?
I don't see anything that is a difference to the Dragon Lord in these flags, unlike Chaos.
Not in week 2, apparently.
This is not week 1. So the Dragon Lord 1 is the Dragon Lord 1. Just hope he stop spells you. And so would the DL2. So, I mean, right now, just Chris could throw on the Death Necklace if he has it, or once he gets it. We're looking at, let's see, still looking over 105 to 110 hit points, with now a 138 attack power, which now becomes 9 to 19 per swing.
Well, the dive continuing here for Slamu so far been pretty smooth sailing. This blue dragon trying to be a pain, but it's also using stop spell.
Chris loading up on Fairy Waters, maybe just in case he doesn't find the Death Necklace. It's not a bad idea. But it looks like we're on level 4-3 for Slamu right now.
He's going to do the wraparound, cut back, and then pretty smooth sailing to that big floor at the bottom. Just got to get through the U here.
Got to get through the U and then the straight, and then if he finds a Death Necklace, I suspect he puts it on and then rolls from there.
Well, Fairy Water being bought over on Zatrex's side.
And we're almost on the bottom. Once we get to a Dragon Lord, I start counting.
Well, for now, we are going to get the answer. Are we going to see a check? And we indeed are. Let's see what we've got.
We have a rainbow drop on Chris's screen as well.
Opening the door now, heading into the treasury.
Looking for a fighter's ring, and we're looking for a death. There's the
ring.
Herb's not bad at all. There's the death necklace.
So very nice. The two they wanted to see are there.
Yep. I'm guessing Slamu's on a go, and he's going a level before everybody else. So let's see how it works for him.
Meanwhile, Chris diving here, starting from the throne room. So several floors behind, but nothing guaranteed here in DWR.
No. Sharlock is the Great Divide.
There's a wolf kill for Zatrex. Zatrex now just one more kill away from 17 with those wolves. Yeah, I mean,
Chris is
these blue
maneuvering
dragons
nice.
are pretty peens, I gotta say. Stop spelling baby breath. Love to see it.
Oh, there's this. Oh, golems have stopped spelled. Oh, and they're just. You know what? This is a nice little run for Chris right now. He hasn't really been stopped by anything that's tried to take a swing at him. But we're almost at the spike tile for Slamu.
Almost up to the Guardian here. Yep, just a few more steps, and the Guardian is an
We got
accident.
Max Knight. Do they have any tricks up their sleeve? No, they die like morons.
Yeah, nothing special on experience or gold, but that doesn't matter at this point. Slamu happy to be through there, just has to get past the Grand Wizard here, and needs to get in there and beat the crap out of the Dragon Lord.
There we go, and we have 140, so let's see if it's a death necklace right away.
Dive continuing for just Chris, not far away.
Once DL2 is reached, I go to counting mode, Bry, so you're on everything else, if that's cool.
Sounds good to me. Dragon Lord opening with a stop spell.
Stop spell.
Not great there.
It's beautiful, that's what you want to see.
There's a
That's
hurt more,
not.
and level 17 coming up for Zatrex. Another hurt more here. There are last herb used, and it's a hurt more, so nothing doing. But 95. Oh, it didn't die though. Oh, it didn't die. That's disappointing.
That's okay, 69, as long as you don't get back attacked, you can still get the first shot in.
And back attack.
Well, of course, you got back attacked.
Meanwhile, Chris is closing in on the end of the dive and will be on the final floor. We'll be heading up to the treasury. And there's 10 more heal mores left after this. Let's see what the plan is. That's 14 more. Let's count at it. Well, oof, 50. Yikes. Big hit there. We do have a fighter's ring put on here for Chris. Chris going to find that death necklace in a moment. Another swing coming in, 10 damage dealt. And we now have Zatrex approaching Sharlock, but is it too late? Another somewhat low roll, like not crazy low, but not good either. Decent 13 that time. Continuing to roll along here. It's not looking super great, I think, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays. Nice 15 there. Second last heal more being used now, so 3 or 4 swings left. And last one gone, so probably 2 swings, more than likely. Let's see if this is enough. Thou hast done well in defeating the Dragon Lord. As the spike enemy goes down for Chris. So get your GGs out. Congratulations to Slamu pulling off the victory. I believe that's, what, 5 points in the Winter League? Sounded like Oog may have had to step away here. Meanwhile, we have a Dragon Lord fight started.
5, 3, and 2 in a 3-person race.
Thank you very much.
And then we're just waiting to see if Slamu wants to join us in, but we're still on DW1 for Chris here.
Indeed we are. And meanwhile, the werewolf being a bit of a troll here to Zatrex, and there comes the sleep.
With the sleep.
Finally gets away. Meanwhile, Dragon Lord 1 holding on tight here. Finally going down. Let's see if Chris can avoid the back attack.
No. But an extra heal more for this.
Only 8 wolves killed for Slamu. So pretty.
Slamu, welcome in. Congratulations. GG's.
Thanks. I'm not sure I deserve this one, but
25.
I'll take the squeeze. I mean, not having enough points heading into week 3 was a little scary, so I will take the undeserved win here.
It's not an undeserved win, dude. You played the way you played, and you came in first. You deserved the win.
You were brave enough. You were brave enough to dive Sherlock first, and that got you the W. Plain and simple.
I mean, 16 didn't even really seem that iffy. I don't know. Maybe it was, but I mean, until I swung 3 min rolls in a row, I thought I was like well clear. I just felt sloppy all game. Like it's just like the rust has not been knocked off the old Slamu here, and we're still trying to figure it out. So
Slamu, just remember, everybody had the same.
Yeah,
everybody
I think there's a difference between some people who who have played this since the summer tournament ended and me.
Yeah, no, it's a new flag set for a new week.
Dragon Lord just smashed Chris for 52
in 7 days. Wow, 52, eh? I lost count, so I don't know where he is. No, but you took 16. Both the other two took 17. So you're already in here with the 5 points. So congratulations.
Thank you. I had a big 52 written on my sheet as I'm diving Sherlock. I'm like, do not swing at or below 52.
And Chris finishes off the Dragon Lord.
There we go.
And it looks like maybe a freeze on Zatrex's side.
Is that a FF or?
I believe you have to finish to get your points, don't you?
I don't know, but it just went off. So I don't know.
Well, we're going to hold tight. Meanwhile, Chris taking the 3 points will be up to, I think, 8 if I'm mathing correctly.
Zatrex is still going according to Aaron. His stream is just bad. So we're just going to continue the interviews right now until we get some.
And I want to get
some video back.
I want to see the amount of wolves that Chris killed.
What did you think about them wolves when you found them, Slamu?
I mean, I wish I found them 20 minutes earlier.
I figured that was going to be your.
Yeah, you were definitely third in the totem pole for that.
Yeah, the Druins and the Drolls. Like the Droll didn't seem that amazing, but
26 killed for Chris.
Yeah, I should have sat on him. I thought about sitting on him. I didn't love it. I felt like I had to go chase, and I mean it didn't punish too bad, but we got through it.
We did indeed, and for those maybe just joining us, let you know Zatrex still not done here as far as we know. Just a bit of a issue with the feed. We'll get that back up as soon as we can. Joining us here is Big Slamu, the winner this week. Slamu, what was your thoughts of finding Erdrick's sword so soon in the seed? Kind of took any of the worry out, no hurt more, but no problem. You got the big stick.
Yeah, I mean, same thing, right? I flailed for a little bit because you couldn't even kill a Drakey. I mean, I'm assuming I forgot I'm assuming we had 5 AP to start, and this is the worst possible AP for a Drakey, and it just put us in a rough go because I couldn't find a kill for 4 or 5 minutes, and I don't remember if I had sword before I had a Drakey or not, but it was, yeah, that sword was a welcome sight for a while there.
Yeah, I believe your first kill, did you go from 1 to 5, or am I thinking of Chris maybe that did that? One of you.
I think Chris went from 1 to 5.
Yeah, I went 1 to 3. I got slime.
Yeah, the slime was the first as well for Zatrex, who got the first kill on the race.
Yeah, and that I hated that zone to the left that had the Drakey. I hated the Drakey, but the Drakey was a known quantity that mathematically I'm a favorite against. So I was going to take a shot at it.
And joining us here, we have just Chris.
Chris.
Congrats Welcome on second place and enjoy the 3 points. What did you think of this?
This feels about right. I found that wolf grind about 10 minutes too late of just blind exploring and dying way too early.
Now, congratulations, by the way, and GG's. And you're still at 8 points. You got 3 points for this one for coming in second. So, but both you and Slamu, now that the big swamp no hurt more is done, what did you think? What do you think of that flag? Just we all got to play it, so why not share your voice? And
I'm
what are you
sitting
looking
on the edge
forward
of my
to
seat
next?
waiting for the second half of this question.
What are you looking forward to after you don't have to worry about big swamp no more?
I don't know. All these are new to me. I'm new to this game, not the original game at least. New to the randomizer, so everything's fun and interesting and frustrating.
I understand. When I started the randomizer, that was exactly my thoughts.
There's a reason I haven't been in a competition in 6 or I think 7 years at this point. At least 5 anyway.
Yeah, I would say the uglier the flags get, the more comfortable I get. So I'm looking forward to permanent repel next week. I feel like permanent repel is one that I feel I have a pretty decent feel for, especially
There you go.
on a vanilla map. So I'll take that. But yeah, the worse we can get, the better. The more happy I'll be.
Okay, and just so we know, Zatrex has finished at 53.29, so let's get your GGs out in chat for Zatrex. We'll see if Zatrex is coming in for a interview or not, but
And that'll put Zatrex to 5 points after week 2.
Yes, that'll be 5 points after week 2. And has it been enjoyable first 2 weeks? Is it what you were expecting out of this year's Winter League?
No, I'm doing far better than I expected.
You know what? That's awesome. So am I. I finished one race. I'm doing far better than I expected from the last tournaments I've been in.
Speaking of people in the tournaments, did we just have our third racer enter the room?
GG Zatrex, wonderful run.
Thank you. When did my stream go down?
Right after you got the death necklace.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right in Sherlock.
Yeah, not sure
It
what's
saved
going
me
on
from
with
counting for a third time, so thank you.
You're welcome. Did anybody else get womboed by a star wyvern right at the end?
No, I almost did, but I got away on 38. So.
I know Slamu and Chris managed to evade mass, awfulness when it came to that stuff. But there was some pesky blue dragons that would just delay them, or those scary golems hanging around as well with that DL too. Oh, and also, guys, with those wolves, it was nice to have that backup in the with the droll with the 101 experience points.
Oh, that was a nice little secondary. I agree. What'd you guys think? Having the 297 wolves and then having the droll for just over 100 as a backup if you get caught?
I killed 0 drolls and 0 of many other things after I found the wolf.
Yeah, the wolf wasn't it technically in a separate zone? I think they were like right next to each other.
Yeah, it was one of those if you figured out maybe you could evade it, but it was like right on like the border, I think.
Yeah, you guys, you were splitting zones and you'd like run into a droll just before exiting one zone, and then 2 steps into the next zone, you get yourselves a wolf.
Yeah, I don't think we ever really got the sweet grinding zones we would get. I got a lot of them in
But that's because it's a practice ROM. I get Erdrick's armor in the throne room in practice ROMs for Big Swamp.
Yeah, overall wasn't bad seed. I definitely bungled. I don't know what the hell I was doing with the Princess Rescue at the beginning, but outside of that, I don't think I made any major mistakes.
Well, I mean, you got the princess as far as you could. It's just that the RNG was not in your favor to get her home.
I mean, I should have just turned around and gone back to Garenham, but I was like, surely it's a small map. Surely there will be a town out here, and I could get a little exploration done on the way.
But it's not an extra small map where you could run into a town in 2 steps.
Well, either way, I mean, we're all about 3 minutes apart from each other, so that's got to be good, right?
Fantastic race. You guys all did fantastic. You all represented the seed very well. You all made very good choices. There was nobody on this race who was like, oh my God, big swamp. How am I supposed to live? You guys, okay, like big swamp, let's destroy this thing.
I definitely got the impression during practice that this is about the least scary big swamp flag set you could ask for. You know, with the big experience gains on tiny monsters, all you got to do is just flip out to even a moderate grinding zone like we had at the very beginning, in the mountains just to the left. You can kind of get your HP up, get a heal spell, and then, you know, kind of plod your way through.
Okay, so I have gotten a notice from headquarters that we're gonna go watch Jay Coper do a week 2 practice seed when we're done here. So, anybody in this chat room right now, is there any last thoughts that you have on this seed before we go cheer on Jay Coper during his practice?
No, I mean, thanks to all the volunteers to get this thing going is the big one for me. So, Oog and Bryce, thank you guys for jumping in. Turius and RG. Dr. Mookhouse, I think this is the first time that you've restreamed me, so it was a pleasure. Thank you all for putting these things on, because...
Dr. Mookhouse, you popped your cherry, bud. Sorry. Had to. Did I completely ruin your momentum there, Slamu?
No, that was it. Just big thanks to everybody.
Okay. Bryce off, is there anything you wanted to say before we headed off?
Just that, you know, it was nice to get back in the booth here. I enjoyed the race. Put on a heck of a show here. The people in chat were really into it, and hoping to see more great action here, DW Randomizer, as this Winter League moves along.
Absolutely, I am too, and I'm gonna stink up the joint on Friday night. So everybody, Friday night, 8 p.m. RG, Artorias, they're gonna whip my butt in week 2, Big Swamp, no hurt more. And this is, like I said, this is the only race we had tonight. That's why we're going to Jay Coper. But we do have 3 races tomorrow, a 7:30 group. Ooh, there we go. We can actually see who it is. We have Chadbert, Opti7, Vinicus, and Aaron at 7:30. At 9 o'clock, we have 2 races. We have Group 1, Stags, Destiny, Hoodie, and Miplet. And then Group 9, Beta, Sausage, Swanee, and Jay Coper. So, tomorrow night is going to be a wonderful night of DWR Winter League. And we're going to watch Jay Coper do his thing as he practices to get ready for tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Mookhouse, for the restream. Artorius and RG, thank you for the tracking. Bryceoff, thank you for suggesting that we jump in and we do this thing. And any links that are out there, follow all of those people. It just makes our community better. It makes it bigger. And it makes more opportunities to make these experiences like Winter League, Summer League, and everything else we do with DWR, you know, a bigger adventure to come. That's all I have to say.